So, welcome back. So, today I promised you I would do the product, but before that, let me teach you something called the components. Otherwise, it will be really hard to understand that part. Components. So, actually, if let's say I have this r vector, if there's a two-dimensional axis, I can break it down the some rx and some ry. Means I broke it down into two axes. Better, let me go to the next page. Let's say there's a three-dimensional axis. If there's a vector like this, I can break, let's say, r vector. There is some, one second, there will be an axis, a vector like this. One second, let me draw it in bold. A vector like this, that is rx in the x direction, and one will be in the y direction, ry, and one will be in the z direction, rz. These are the components of a vector. So like the I don't think I did the ways of writing a vector, so let me just tell it in short here. Right, let me write it right. Writing a vector, so we can either draw it or give its magnitude and direction, but nobody cares about these two. These are not efficient. A better efficient approach is this, using I cap, j cap, and k cap. I cap represents the x-axis, so let me just write this, it will be better. X-axis is unit vector, j cap is y-axis is unit vector, k cap is nothing but z-axis is unit vector. So if I give you r is equal to 3 I cap 4 j cap plus 5 k cap, so what it means is that you draw coordinate axis and you go 3 I cap is 3 unit vectors in the, what do you call it, let me actually name it, actually it will be better, x y z. Okay, so 3 in the x-axis, 3i, then 4 in the y-axis, cap. It's like, what do you call it, you just write the letter, put a cap on it to make it safe from the rains. Just joking. So put on j cap, and let's go 5 in the direction of z, 5 k cap. So this point we find it here. What will be its coordinate? We taught you position vector, so the coordinate of this point will be nothing but 3 4 5. Okay, 3 4 5. So now at this point, let me redraw this here. At this point, okay, some point here, if we draw the vector, this will be the actual r vector, the position vector. R vector is the position vector. So we broke it down into three components, as you can see. So if I say, if a vector, let's say r, has three components, rx, rz, ry, this is r, so we can say r vector is nothing but rx I cap plus ry j cap plus rz k cap. Understand? This is actually very easy to understand. You should understand this. Now as you can see, these axes make 90 degrees to each other. So this r, let's say it makes an angle with this theta alpha, and with the z axis it makes how much, beta, name it. Let me go to the new page, you will understand it better. So let's say this is the vector This is xyz. I'm not drawing the arrows. It makes theta with x, theta with x, alpha with y, and beta with z. Oh no, that's a mistake. Beta. Understand? So as you can see, always this is perpendicular, so actually you can also say that theta is nothing but cos inverse. I think you should know mathematics, okay? Prerequisites. Only vector I'm teaching in mathematics. Rx by r. Understand this? Because this is Rx, okay, and this is r. So this thing, the cos theta is nothing but this by this. So cos inverse will be this theta, nothing else. That's why. So alpha will be also cos inverse ry by r, and same way beta will be cos inverse rz by r. Understood? This is the components, the logic of the components, okay? Understand this? Now remember the position vector I told you. Now if I say there are two position vectors, let's say redraw this. Let's say this is one position and this is another position, okay? So the position vector of this is this r1, and the position vector of this is r2. So actually if I need to find out the distance between these two, not distance, actually displacement between 2 points, actually what am I doing? Tell me. I'm actually doing displacement vector is nothing but r2 minus r1, or better, one second, better we can write this as r is nothing but r2 minus r1, or better x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. This is the best representation if it is given in ijk. Understand? This is the displacement vector. So these are the idea of the components. If